So I've been preaching that AI motion graphics are the fastest evolving space in all of AI, and it turns out that I'm right because Remotion just dropped this completely new update to, well, Remotion, and it's called HTML in Canvas. And to summarize it, it basically just makes AI motion graphics and AI editing and AI effects 10 times better. And I'm not just jumping on the next big trend. I've been preaching this in all of my Remotion videos, saying that these tools are going to evolve super quickly, so you need to adapt. And listen, I'm saying this as a video editor with over 600 million views with verified clients because I know my job is going to be replaced. So if you want to see why this update matters, why I'm excited about it, and how to stay up to date to all these AI video editing tools, I suggest you pay attention for the next 10 or 20 minutes. I'm going to show you exactly how the old Remotion compares to this new Remotion. I'll show you exactly how to set it up, even if you're a complete beginner, and I'll show you many sick use cases that you can do with Remotion today. Because if you told me that AI made this motion graphic, like, I don't know, a month ago, I still wouldn't have believed you. I mean, just look at the quality of these AI motion graphics. These are honestly insane, and this was all made with AI. If you want the technical details on why this is different and how this works, you can just read a screenshot. I might show it later in the video, but I just want to jump straight into the use cases. So if you wanted to use Remotion with HTML and Canvas, which is basically the new update, you need to download Chrome Canary. Once you have it downloaded, basically paste what I have on screen right here into Claude Code, which is basically one of the most powerful AI agents that is going to power our AI animations. This isn't a video on Claude Code, so if you don't have it installed or you don't know how to install it, ask any of the other AI tools or just watch another video on how to quickly install Claude Code. But once you have it installed, just paste that command I just showed you on screen, this one, into Claude Code. And once you do, the first thing you're going to see is you're going to be greeted with this screen with a bunch of different permissions. The only thing you need to do here is enable HTML in Canvas. So if you don't see it at the top, just type in HTML and then you'll see it right at the top. Just enable that. And when you do, you're going to see this relaunch button down the bottom right of your screen. So just click that and it's going to relaunch. And then you're going to get a response saying to preview it, you need to CD into the project and npm run dev. So I just copied exactly what Claude Code actually sent me and I just sent it back to Claude Code. And then it's going to send you a link to the local host. So just copy this HTTP localhost here and then simply paste it into the URL of Google Chrome Canary. Make sure you're constantly on Google Chrome Canary, not regular Google Chrome. Now, as you can see, I already generated a bunch of different AI videos and AI motion graphics with this, but we'll get to these in a moment. Because before we generate anything, make sure that you have Remotion Dev Skills, which is going to make your AI motion graphics a lot more powerful, installed. So just copy this command and then paste it into Claude Code. Now, once you do that, you can just go back to the local host, refresh it, and you have all your skills installed. Now, you can basically prompt Claude Code with whatever you want, whatever motion graphic, whatever assets you have, you can import them and tell it what you want to change. It's as easy as that. But let me show you some actual good use cases for this and what it's good at, what it's bad at, and how it compares to the previous Remotion. Okay, so for context, I'm going to use my own app for this, but this isn't even a CTA because this whole video is just going to make my app look really bad. So it is what it is. I mean, maybe I'll give you more context on this later, but for now, let me just show you the example that Remotion generated with this prompt. So this is the prompt I'm going to show you for the first use case. You can read it if you want. And just basically, this is going to be some sort of like a glitching effect, lower third. And so here we have it in the preview. I mean, it's okay. It's not okay, like, let's be honest. You can see the text coming off screen. You can see the text is masked off here, cropped out. I mean, it's not that high quality. The glitch is on the entire lower third instead of just the text. And yeah, it's clearly buggy, right? So let me show you what the new Remotion cooked up. I mean, already the CRT effect on this is so clean that this looks like a real TV. I mean, I'm going to use this for a lot of different videos. And also the fade in and out transition at the very beginning and the very end is very smooth. It's nice. I mean, if we just put these side by side, you can clearly make out the difference. I don't think I need to explain to you what makes this so much better, right? You can see the left one is just so much more high quality. The left one is something I would actually use, especially with the granular control. And the right one is just kind of AI slop. And the right one is my app. So yeah, this is making my app look really bad. If you're wondering what this app is, basically it allows you to do granular control over Remotion and hyperframes, motion graphics and effects. But yeah, let's just ignore this for now. But yeah, my point is, if you think this effect is sick, I'm going to show you so many more use cases in this video and we're just getting started. So I wasn't joking when I said this is one of the biggest updates in AI motion graphics. I don't know if I actually said that or not, but I'm saying it now. This is one of the biggest updates in all of AI motion graphics and all of AI effects. So if you are a video editor, you do need to pay attention to this space because I'm calling it right now. This is going to be the fastest evolving space in all of AI in 2026. And later on, I'll explain why, but let me just get into the second use case. And so for this second use case, I basically found a random article, this one about Cursor partnering with SpaceX, and I want to do some sort of highlighting of the text. So ideally, I would like the asset to actually be used, which is this screenshot I took right here. And I just want this text highlighted. Now, I'm sure you don't care about the prompts anymore, so I'm not going to show you those. What I will show you is the final result, which is this. I mean, this didn't even use my asset, which was the screenshot I just showed you. This kind of just recreated everything from scratch, even though I have this add asset button right here, and I did attach the screenshot into Remotion. However, inside of the new updated Remotion, you can see it did use the screenshot. It also changed the proportions or the sequence settings, whatever you want to call it, of the screenshot to actually match the 1920 by 1080 frame, and it laid it out proportionally correct, and of course highlighted the exact text that I wanted highlighted, and even dimmed and blurred the background. And by the way, just to be safe, I did test it one more time, and it just generated this. So I mean, this does look like my screenshot, so at least use that, but it just created its own text down the bottom here and just highlighted that itself, and yeah, it just didn't give me a good output. Okay, but let's give the old Remotion some props, because it did create this very sick terminal command interface in this green matrix style. It is very nice. And so you might be wondering, how did the new Remotion do on this test? And this one honestly kind of blew me away. I should have shown you this first because this is sick, but yeah, this is really cool. This is so high quality, but wait, that's not everything, right? You thought that this was sick, but when are we ever going to use this? Let's be honest. Like, maybe for Remotion's promo, this is sick, but like, when are you going to use this for your own use case, right? So I decided to customize this, because this is where AI motion graphics come in. Not to just recreate these general templates of, you know, some terminal loading in, but to tell you to subscribe to the channel in a nice custom visual way. Yes, there is like small little details here that we could tweak, which is essentially the goal of my app, because, you know, here it allows you to like change the position of stuff, change the text, change the colors, but obviously my app is behind right now because I need to find a way to get this new Remotion installed on it. But you can see here, this is a real use case for it. This is exactly how you should be using these tools. Customize it to your own likings and to your own preferences, with your own assets, with your own custom text, with your own brand colors, your own logos, everything. Obviously these details are wrong. I don't have 47,000 subscribers, hopefully yet. But I mean, even just the quality of this and how quickly it done it. I was surprised by how quickly this actually generated. It was insane. By the way, I should be probably showing you how I'm actually generating these. So it's literally just stuff like this, right? Plain English prompts that I send to Claude Code, because remember, this is the agent that powers everything. And it goes ahead and creates these compositions inside Remotion itself. And by the way, this is an actual real use case, because this subscribe feature is something I was going to ask you, because 94% of you guys are clearly not subscribed. So statistically, if you're watching this, you're probably not subscribed. And if you do want to see more educational AI, hopefully high quality videos just like this one in your For You page, not even just from my channel, but in general, then just click that subscribe button down below, and YouTube is going to recommend you more videos just like this one. Now, this effect you're seeing on screen right now, this is obviously old Remotion, but do you even know what I'm trying to do here? I presume not. You don't know what effect this is meant to be. Well, if I show you the new Remotion, you can see the kind of effect that this is meant to be. It's meant to be a magnifying glass over the video. Now, this did miss some frames over here, doesn't look that nice over here, but you can see that it does work. The magnifying glass does have this kind of fisheye lens, which zooms into the part that is cropped inside of the circle, and it blurs the outside of it and dims it slightly. The creative Remotion actually showcased this exact effect here, so this is just a better example, I guess, where it goes over the actual text. But yeah, by the way, I just like recorded this whole ending of the video, but I forgot to click record, so I'm just gonna try to freestyle it and do it all over again. But what's crazy to me is that these are literally, every single effect I'm showing you, or at least most of them, are effects that I was doing on After Effects or on Premiere Pro myself as a video editor. This isn't like some esoteric use case. This is stuff that I literally remember from, you know, this year or last year editing. This exact magnifying glass effect, the highlighter effect over some sort of article, the CRT, VHS, TV static, whatever you want to call it, effect over, you know, just a video, a template of a video. All these are real effects, and they're actually high quality enough now to use. The issue, I think, is the workflow. You know, you're in Premiere Pro, you don't want to load up Remotion and send a prompt, wait for it to come back. It's just not in the workflow, and that's the biggest issue with these tools right now. The other issue is, of course, the granular control, which is what I'm trying to solve with my app over here. You know, stuff like just tweaking little bits of text or repositioning them or changing the color or whatever it is. These are all stuff that as video editors, we like to have that little bit of control over the videos, not just, you know, send off one prompt and hope it's all good, which in most cases, there's a small little detail that you want changed. But this isn't even a promo for my app. Don't buy this app right now. It's literally out of date. It's broken half of the time. There's no landing page. It's honestly just not worth it right now. But my point is that we're just much closer than we realized to actually, I guess, being replaced or replacing ourselves. I don't believe editors are going to get replaced this soon. I just think that the editors that are going to adopt AI are going to completely demolish, because you're going to be able to trim videos with AI, create motion graphics in literally minutes with AI. I mean, this used to take hours, maybe not this specific one, but I mean, this is the old Remotion. Well, on the right is hyperframes, but you can see this kind of stuff would take hours to do, especially if you're doing, 20 different motion graphics for your project. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of energy to, come up with the idea, create the motion graphic, optimize it, make it look good, and then continue with your video edit. So if as a video editor, you just learn to adapt to what's actually new in the AI space and, master these tools, you're going to be so much further ahead of all of your competition. I mean, look at this. If you told me a few months ago that this is completely generated by AI, I would not have believed you. I mean, this is really sick animation. It's also just very high quality with this kind of CRT glitch effect created by this guy over here. And it also has this kind of audio wave over here, which I think I showed this in one of my previous Remotion videos. You can actually import an MP3 file, and this kind of synth audio wave thingy is going to be able to match the MP3 file. But also this guy right here created this effect, and when I was watching it, I mean, this, you can see it's Remotion from a mile away, but when it goes down here, this used to be one of my favorite After Effects effects. This kind of, whatever you want to call it, like nesting or parenting to a null, and not doing a hard transition, but rather doing a kind of smooth back and forth. You can see here they're moving at the same time, so it looks like they're parented to a null in After Effects if you're a video editor. But yeah, this also could have been a one-shot. I mean, I'm not going to say it was, because I don't know. But 4 different scenes, 19 seconds long, this could have easily been a one-shot. One-shot meaning, he sent off one prompt and it created the whole video for him. But then there's also another guy who created this showcase of Remotion, which, I mean, this just has more use cases that I didn't even show you. Obviously, these kind of like blurs. The text animations are also much more improved. Like here we have this kind of liquid effect. You can also create glitch effects, which I already showed you. Basically, any transition, any text effect is much better. Chromatic aberration, which is pretty sick. Pixel quantize, which, I mean, I don't even know what that means. 3D page curl, again, this is something I was doing inside of After Effects not that long ago, which now can be fully automated with Remotion. Here we have that glitch effect I was kind of talking to you about. Again, subtle tweaks like I would probably remove the text on the top left and bottom right, because this is like a clear sign that it's Remotion generated. Remotion and hyperframes love to have this little text, very small fonts in the corners. It's a very easy way to spot these AI animations. That was created by this guy, by the way. But yeah, my point is, you can see where this is going. I mean, even if you're a hater on, all these different AI tools and these motion graphics, whatever, this is developing too quickly in front of our eyes to, not pay attention to this. So I'm calling it right now that this is going to be the fastest evolving field in all of AI this year. And I think we're basically just beginning, because this whole wave of using AI to create code as video editing rather than using it for pixels is completely transforming this whole AI editing scene. And look, if you do want to be on the cutting edge of all these different AI editing tools specifically, then I do suggest you join the Editing Evolution, which is basically my paid community where you can join, ask me any questions, and essentially learn about how to use AI as a video editor. But surprisingly, my favorite course in all this is the course on how to land top 1% clients, where I break down exactly how I actually land the top 1% clients. Because as I showed you earlier, I do have over 600 million views, mainly from long form videos, which is pretty good considering they're much harder to get over short form. And I have over 19 verified clients on YouTube Jobs, which is basically the site that connects the best video editors or the best YouTube talent with very big YouTube creators. And I mean, the reason I'm pointing this out is just so that you can vet me if you want. You can check this. This is my public portfolio, and all these guys had to actually sign in with their YouTube channels to prove that, they were the guys that own the channel. My point is, if you do want to join, you want to land top 1% clients, and you want to actually learn how to use AI as a video editor, I do highly suggest you join us in the MM Bootcamp, and I hope to see you inside. But I also did create this completely free video that you can watch, which is basically showcasing multiple different use cases that you can use AI for as a video editor that goes beyond just Remotion and hyperframes. And so if you do want to see that video, it's going to be on screen. Just click whatever button you can see on screen right now, and I'll see you there.